friends, it's Sigrid and I am back because I have a huge book haul for you guys. So I went to so many stores. So if you guys don't know, last month, June, was my birthday month. So I did treat myself to a little spree at Barnes & Noble. And then what happened is that I saw that it was Prime Day on Amazon and they also had a book sale. It was like buy two, get one free. I always have like a little budget saving tip for you guys. So when Amazon has that sale, which usually occurs around Black Friday, Prime Day, any of those times, always, if you have your eye on a particular book set, which like it's what I'm doing, definitely wait until that time to get it, because it's like so many books for like, okay, that's my trick, that's my tip. And then after Amazon, I saw that Target had a similar sale, so I went and got some things there. Then I went to a thrift store and I got a few books from there. And finally, Barnes & Noble had another sale around Prime Day. I was not gonna spend money, okay, I was not gonna do it, but the sale was insane. It was an insane sale. Like I had to, you guys. It was like half off of like all like the bestsellers, like all of the books that people were talking about, they were half off. Not buy one get one half off. It was just marked off, like half off everything. And I was like, oh. So I'm gonna just start with my Barnes & Noble birthday haul that I did for my birthday. So okay, how much did I spend? $92. And if you guys have been watching my Barnes & Noble haul, you know that this is a steal, because I usually spend a good $200-300 in one trip. I had like 30 minutes to get this, so that's why. All right, so the first book I saw was This Time Next Year by Sophie Cousins. Okay, and the next book was Tweet Cute by Emma Lord. I feel like everybody talks about this, but like, I don't know what it is, but I am a sucker for buy one get one 50% off. Like it's my favorite part of the store. Like I stay in that section and I'm always looking. I will talk myself into getting a book. Next up, I got The Death of Mrs. Westaway. This was also buy one get one half off. So cool. I love thrillers, and Ruth Ware is like one of my favorite thriller writers. This was actually a birthday present. So I'm thinking about doing a giveaway, because now I have 2 of these books. So in the future, let me know if you guys are interested in me doing a giveaway. Yeah, maybe I'll do one in a separate video where I give away this book. Okay, you guys, fun fact. So I was listening to an audiobook on my way to, I was going to a theme park, and I was listening to an audiobook, and it was just so good. Like the quotes that they were saying was so good that I was like, I have to go and I have to see these words. Like I have to, like I can't go another day without seeing these words in front of my face. Like I need it right now. So we went to Barnes & Noble and I had to get this book. Like it was literally right before closing time, and I was like, can you please find me this book? Like I will literally die if you don't find me this book. And this lady was like, okay. And like she went around like looking for it, because I couldn't find it. Like I looked everywhere, you guys. And she was like, I found it. And I was like, oh my God, thank you. Like it was an emergency. But anyways, this book is Well Read Black Girl by Glory Edim. This is a collection of essays by just powerful women. There is not always authors. I know that there's some playwrights, there's some actresses in here, and there are some authors that I truly love their work. This is just such an amazing book, you guys. I rated it 5 stars. I finished it, and I love it so much. Like I want to keep it, and I want to always see it every single day. Like it is a book that everybody needs to pick up. So next up, I heard about this series from Naya Reads and Smiles, and I was like, I read the back, because I was not gonna get it because I know it's an older book, and I read the back and I was like, I have to get this book. I have to get this book. And so I got it, and it was also on the buy one get one half off table, and I was like, I have to, but I have to tell you guys the name. So this is The Darkest Mind by Alexandra Bracken. Oh my gosh, you guys, just reading the back, I'm gonna post like the synopsis here for you guys so you guys can see what I read, and I was like, I have to get it, like I'm not even gonna think about it. Another book that I got was from another author that I'm slowly starting to really like. This is Lock Every Door by Riley Sager. This is also buy one get one half off as well. Another buy one get one half off. You guys, I was on a budget this time. So this is The Bookish Life of Nina Hill by Abby Waxman. It's such a pretty book, and like I just feel like if it has book in the title, you have to get it, right? And finally, I got a book that I really don't know anything about, but it just looks really fun on the cover. This is called Grown Up Pose. It was also one of the buy one get one half off. I really just needed an extra book to make it to get it half off, and so I literally just picked one that looked interesting. I was running out of time, but that is everything that I got in store at Barnes & Noble. I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, but Target had a buy two get one free sale as well. I'm going to show you guys this one first because it's not as many as Amazon. So the first thing I got was Simone Breaks All the Rules, and I got it because the cover is just so gorgeous. Like I love pink. Pink is my favorite color, and look at this gorgeous girl on the cover. Hello. She's pretty. Okay, so next up, I've been seeing this for a while, and I really wanted to see what this was about. I've been recommended this twice. So this is A Low Country Ride, and this is by Preslela Williams. Okay, the next one is The Road Trip by Beth O'Leary. She wrote, what did she write? The Roommate or The Swap or something. She wrote the something. I don't remember what it was, but I don't know, you guys. I don't know. I think this is her latest book, but it's one of those kind of like trapped in the same car romance. I don't think that's a thing, Sigrid. But anyways, this girl is trapped on a road trip with her ex. Okay, it has to be good. Like that sounds like a really interesting scenario. Like I can't wait to see what happens. Now we have a little bit of a YA thriller. This is called The Ivies. Like the cover is just giving me A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. Like I'm not saying that it has, you know, to be like that, but like I'm just really thinking dark academia, and I'm just really into that right now. So I'm hoping that this is like that. It's not going to disappoint. Next up we have Don't Breathe a Word by Jordan Taylor. Finally, the one that I am most excited for, this is the second book in the A Song Below Water series. This is A Chorus Rises, and this is by Bethany C. Morrow. This is a book about black sirens, you guys. It's like mermaids that I think they can like make you do things. I think that's what sirens are. If you don't know what sirens are, please Google it because I'm not a good resource. But oh my God, can you see this cover? Oh my gosh. She like literally looks like me. Like, do I not look like this cover? Like, this is me, you guys. I pose for it and everything. Like, it's me. I'm kidding. Okay, so that is everything that I got from Target. So let's move into what I got from Amazon. Amazon is over here in this big box. Okay, so I got a lot from Amazon. So, all right, because also it was Prime Day, so it's probably not going to be even. Sometimes they just had a good sale on the books, and I just probably got them. But I think I got this for under $5, and this was called All American Boys, and this is by Jason Reynolds. I just really have started admiring Jason Reynolds because I really like the A Long Way Down series. Well, it's not a series. I just read the regular book and then I read the graphic novel. And so I was like, let me read something else by him. Okay, so you guys know how I mentioned earlier box sets, you guys, because it's like you're getting so many more books for the bang. This counts as one book. This counts as one thing. So if it's like you buy two, like you're getting way more for free. But anyways, this was the Shades of Magic series by V.E. Schwab. I really want to give it a chance, and I was like, what better way to do it than to get the series? Now I can finally read it and be in the know like everybody else. Okay, so next up, I got The Infamous Beach Read by Emily Henry. I actually had a copy before, but there's some like water damage, so I actually got this like, I don't think it was that pricey, so I was like, let's just replace it. Next up, we got a Colleen Hoover book. This is called Ugly Love. Colleen Hoover has slowly become one of my favorite like romance authors, and I think this one's particularly was on sale. Like, I don't think it was part of the buy whatever. Okay, so next up, as you can see, I was like running out of like things to find for my little buy 3 get 1 free. So I was like, I always wanted to read this. Like, I feel like I really am fascinated with Malcolm X. Like, he's the only person in history that I would like literally like listen to, and a lot of the documentaries tend to be long. And so I was like, you know what, maybe one of these days I will crack open and read his autobiography. Isn't that awesome? Another book I have always wanted to read is Relationship Goals by Michael Todd. I feel like I am the last person to get this book because everybody I know has been like, have you read this book? Have you read this book? And I'm like, no, I haven't. But then I saw it was part of the sale and I was like, you know what? Why not? And it turns out it's actually a tiny book. I can read that in like 2 hours. Okay, so next up, I finally got Crescent City by Sarah J. Maas. You guys don't know, I was the only person who did not have Crescent City. This is a thick book. I don't know, but I'm so happy about that. Okay, next up, I got White Fragility. I'm not reading the whole title, but you guys know. But anyways, I am also the last person to read this. Like, I feel like everybody read this in like February or January, back when it was like, I don't know, it was like a span on BookTube where everybody was reading this book, and I was like, still trying to get through the books that I had, and I finally got this book, and I can't wait to read it. I don't really read a lot of nonfiction books, so I finally get a chance to like do more. All right, another race book is So You Want to Talk About Race. Can't wait to read it. I think this is another book that people were reading too. Okay, and another book I finally got. So last year I read Serpent and Dove, and I really liked it, you guys. I really liked it. I'm just madly like smitten with Lou. Like, she's like one of my favorite like female characters. I like that she's different, like, you know. And so I finally get a chance to read the second book in the series. This is Blood and Honey. So you guys probably already know what Serpent and Dove is about. Okay, so next I got The Infinity Courts. No clue what this is about. I know it's a fantasy, and I looked at the cover and I was like, this is that one book that I don't have because I have them all. And finally, you guys, I got another box set. So you know how I went to Barnes & Noble and got that one book called The Darkest Minds? Well, that book was like $5 because it was the half off book. And I was like, you know what? I think this is part of a series. So I Googled it, and sure enough, it is part of a series. So I was like, what if I really like this book? Then I'll have to wait or repurchase like each of them individually. Then I went home, saw that Amazon was having their sale, and I saw that they had The Darkest Minds book set. So yes, I have 2 copies of the first book, but I have like, I think this is the whole series. I hope so, but I'm excited. I can't wait to read this. Okay, so that is everything for Amazon. Okay, so I did go to the thrift store and get a few things. So let's go through that because it's not that many. So first up, when I told you guys earlier, I was reading Well Read Black Girl. So they were talking about books that inspired them to become the woman that they are, and a lot of people mentioned Toni Morrison, The Bluest Eye, but also Beloved came up as well. So when I was in the thrift store, I was looking for these classics because I'm like, I want to read it. I've never read a Toni Morrison book, and I want to. And so when I saw this, like, yeah, it's a bit old, but like it was $3, so had to get it. Next up, you guys, I don't know if you guys remember, but I unboxed a box called Beauty in a Book Box, and the last book that came in it was this one right here, Life After Death by Sister Souljah. And so it's a sequel, so I found the original book, like the first book in the series, and it's also $3. Isn't that great? All right, so I found a few more romances as well. So this is the Happy Ever After playlist. This was $3.99, so $4. Next up, I saw Truth, Lies, and Second Dates. Like, this is a, like, it doesn't even look like it's been read. Perfect copy. Then I saw Maggie Finds Her Muse. This is $3.99 as well, and so is the other one. So cool. Then I see 10 Rules for Fake Dating. This was $4.99, but I think it's like a new book. Then we have The Love Scam. This was also $4.99. Then we have The Wrong Mr. Darcy, which I am like so happy. This was $3.99. It's a little bent because I've had it in the bag for a while. And then we have A Sweet Mess, which I am familiar with, and it was on my wish list to get. So happy I can get it for $4. Okay, so that was everything I got from the thrift store. So we have one more store to unhaul, and that is Barnes & Noble for the second time for their like mega Barnes & Noble day. And if you guys follow me on Instagram, anytime I find out about a sale, I let people who are following me know. So that's a good reason to follow me on Instagram, because I posted about all of these sales as they were happening to give you guys enough chance to get some of these reads as well. All right, so the first book I pre-ordered, and it came later on, was This Poison Heart by Kaylin Barron. I think she wrote Cinderella is Dead. I think this might actually be a duplicate copy for me, because I later found out that it's going to be in one of the book boxes I am subscribed to. I don't remember which one. I think it might have been Owlcrate, but I'm not sure if it was Owlcrate. So the next book was Yoke by Mary H.K. Choi. This book was 50% off. I was like, I could not get it. Like, come on, 50% off. Everybody is talking about this book. Oh, and pre-orders was 30% off. So This Poison Heart was 30% off. Okay, so another 50% off book I got was The Inheritance Game. I've heard a lot about this as well. This is by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. And another half off book I got, I don't know much about it, but I think this might be a middle grade. And I don't read a lot of middle grade, but I kind of want to get into that more. So this is called Amari and the Knight Brothers, and that cover just looks really nice. Like, it just looks like it's going to be pretty good. I'll tell you the other books that I pre-ordered that I haven't gotten yet. So I pre-ordered a signed copy of Gods and Monsters, which is the third Serpent and Dove book. I pre-ordered As Good as Dead, which is the third A Good Girl's Guide to Murder book. I love that series, it's so good. And then I pre-ordered Redemptor, which is the second Ray Bearer book. And then I pre-ordered White Smoke by, I think, Tiffany D. Jackson, if I'm not mistaken. So the last set of books I want to show you guys is another sale that they had. It's the same sale, it's just they had different like little categories. But, okay, so every time I go into Barnes & Noble, I always see these beautiful editions of classic novels, and I'm just like, yep, and I walk right past them. And then I saw Mayana from Mayana Reads mention her like classic novel set, and I was like, I really need to start reading more classical books. And then Barnes & Noble had this sale, and it was buy one, get one half off on their classical books, and I was like, I have to. So I got a lot of them. So we're gonna go through them one at a time. First up, we have The Little Mermaid. It's covered in plastic. I haven't taken it out yet. Oh my God, you guys, look how beautiful it is. So I stuck with the $10 books, you guys. I didn't want to go too crazy. So I stuck with the $10 books, which means it's like $15 for two of them. We have Peter Pan. You guys, I don't even remember the fairy tale Peter Pan. I have no clue. I don't even know who Peter Pan is. I just know he lives at Neverland, and I think there's a Tinkerbell. Like, other than that, I have no idea what he does. Like, I don't remember Peter Pan at all. Like, and I feel like I watched cartoons as a kid. Like, what happened, Sigrid? The next one is Aladdin and the Arabian Nights. Oh my God, look how pretty they are. And the hardcovers, by the way, in case you guys wanted to know. Okay, and this one is my favorite. If you guys watch my second Barnes & Noble vlog where I actually show you guys inside of the store, you saw this. Like, I picked it up and I was like, I want it, but I didn't get it. I was like, no, I didn't want to spend 10 bucks for it. So, A Little Princess, and I actually remember this one. There was a movie, the movie that I watched as a kid was based on A Little Princess. Is it like about an orphan? Yes, it is. Okay, so it was based on this. All right, so, oh my God, it's so freaking beautiful, right? It is so pretty. Okay, so now I think we're into like the little felt books. So this one is Alice Adventures in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass. I think I remember Alice in Wonderland. I watch a lot of movies and shows about Alice, so I definitely remember this one. Is it like, oh, and it's definitely like inside, it's like illustrated. And The Scarlet Letter. One of my favorite movies is Easy A. Like, I love that movie, and it's like based on The Scarlet Letter. And I'm like, Sigrid, like, what better reason to read this classic novel than to like, because you like Easy A. So I want to give it a chance. It doesn't seem like it's gonna be that bad, so I'm gonna read it one day. All right, so next up we have Frankenstein. I already have an edition of Frankenstein, but this was so pretty, and I think I needed one more book before it was like. And finally, A Christmas Carol. I didn't know it was gonna be this small. It was the only $8 version, but A Christmas Carol has always been like a nice little story that I loved growing up as a kid. So yeah, that was a lot of books. It was so many books that I actually had to go out and buy another bookshelf because I was like, where am I gonna put all these books? But that is everything that I bought for June. I'm going to slow down on the book buying. But I hope you guys enjoyed this haul. Until next time, I will see you. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.